machine shop. Well, today we actually got the Armstrong Blum saw up and running, and we're going to show you a short video just showing you that that it is running. And we're going to cut a piece of aluminum here. Now I've already cut a piece of aluminum, and I've cut a piece of tool steel. Cut through a piece of tool steel, and then the piece of aluminum here. You'll see how fast it'll cut through it. Now I'll talk a little bit about the saw. It's going to be a noisy beast. Back here in the gear, the chain is worn and it's slapping, and it makes a good bit of noise. I'm going to come take it back apart and make some adjustments to where I can move the motor back a little bit and tighten the chain up. Other than that, it's just got a lot of moving parts, and it just clings and clangs, so you'll hear it, and you know, that's what's going to happen. Now I want to tell you a little bit about how the saw works. Now the saw, well, let me move it. Okay, now here you have a little wedge. Now this has got a broke handle, and I've got a new one coming. I've already found one, and so we're going to get it in here. But this wedge you take and it keeps tension on this arm. This whole arm articulates. So as it does, as it moves, it slowly feeds this wedge out, and that's what feeds the arm down. Okay. Now this vise here, remember we didn't have a vise, but this is an Armstrong Blum vise. You see? I don't know what machine it's off of. It's not for this machine because it's a little small, but guess what? It works perfect. So we'll use it instead of for right now until we can find a proper vise or we make one. But I don't see us bothering with it. The only problem is when the vise came in, it had a handle like it should, and whoever packaged it up left the handle in there, and the handle was broke off when I got it back. So I just took and screwed a 5/8 socket head cap screw in there, and it works fine. All right, so now I've got this thing up on the table. I've got it bolted down. I've got bolts in it, threaded holes in the table. So I got a 1/2 inch stud here, and then I've got a clamp here holding this in down. It's good and sturdy. It ain't gonna go anywhere. But it's probably gonna rattle, shake, and roll, especially this camera that I got mounted to the table. So we'll see if we can get some good footage. So first thing we're gonna do when we cut with this thing is we'll raise our arm just like any other saw, and we got this little lever right here. And that picks it up and leaves it. Okay, so I've got, like I said, I got a 5/8 11 socket head cap screw in here, and we're gonna make this adjustment. I don't want to cut up all my bar. I didn't mind cutting that piece of taper off. I was just practicing with my Monarch the other day, and cut that. So we're going to pull this out. We're going to cut maybe a 1/2 inch. Okay. So next thing we do, like any other saw, you set your height. Now this thing will feed. It's going to feed pretty rapid to that point. It's going to shake. And what it does, this arm here, there's a eccentric or a cam in here, and this rides on it. And as it cuts, as it rotates, it pushes tension on that spring, and when that spring gets tension on it, it pulls the head down. So it's cutting on the backstroke, and then it backs off as it's going on the forward stroke. So this is a draw cut saw. It cuts on the rear stroke. So, all right. Now here's our start switch. Now this old switch right here. This old switch right here is the original switch. It's a button in here. There's a bolt that goes through, and it's wired up. It was in very good condition, and we just used it. I just used it instead of making a new one. Okay. So start the saw with this handle, and it's going to jump because it's trying to find the feed, trying to find the material. Once it finds the material, it's smoothed out. So stand by. Here we go. Like I said, it's going to be noisy, so don't think it won't be. and it stops by itself and hit stop. 34 seconds. Cut through that 1.5 inch piece or 1 1/4 inch piece of aluminum. Good. All right, so like I said, I just wanted to show you that it was up and working. Short little video. We will do an official video covering the machine after I clean up this mess and clean up myself. It's pretty bad out here. So it's live. The first one of the machine rescue series. It's alive. It's cutting, and it can only get better. So from the backyard machine shop. So long.